Good morning students, welcome back to your computer class. Test we were learning multifunction program and you got one homework also. I hope all you have solved the problem. Now in today's class we will find out the solution of that problem. So let's start. This is your last day's homework, a class program having three functions. First function is HCF function and return type of the function is int. The function will take two integer parameter and it will find out the HCF of these two integer and it will return that HCF. The next function is void LCM function. This function will also take two integer parameter and it will find out the LCM of these two number with the help of HCF function. That means we will call HCF function from this LCM function. And last one is main function, where we will display one menu, one for HCF and two for LCM. Now we will ask user to enter his or her choice, and based on user choice we will ask two numbers to enter, and the program will find out the HCF or LCM of the two numbers which user will enter based on user choice. So let's start. This is BlueJ. First you have to create one class here. Open the class. So write your program here. First function was int HCF, two parameter int a comma int b. Start the function. Now to find out the HCF of a and b, first you have to declare one HCF variable, HCF equal to 1. Why 1? Because 1 is common factor of all number. Now make a for loop here. Int I equal to 2, I less than equal to either a or b, then I plus plus. So this loop will give all the numbers starting from 2 to either a or b. So here in this program I have used a, so it will give all the numbers from 2 to a. If we write b, it will give the number from 2 to b. Now inside this loop you have to find out the common factor. So if a modulus I is equal to 0 and b modulus I equal to 0, that means I is common factor of a and b. We are dividing a and b by I to find out the remainder. If remainder 0 in both cases, that means I is common factor. This is HCF variable equal to I. So HCF is getting the common factor after 1 in this loop. And this way we are finding out one by one all the common factors and we are storing this common factor in HCF variable. So in that way, which one will be the last common factor, that is the highest common factor among all the common factor of a and b. So that is the HCF, we have to return it. Now why I told here we can use either a or b, because if I write a, then if a is smaller number, so after that number we cannot find out any factor of a. And if it is b and b is greater number, then also after a we will not get any factor of a. And in this loop we are finding out the common factor of a and b. So it doesn't matter whether the upper limit is smaller number or greater number. Now after this loop you will return it, because the return type of the function is int. So what to return here? HCF. Over. So this is HCF function. Now next function was void function, that is for LCM. Here also we will take two parameter, integer parameter. Now this a and b are separate a and b. This a and b of HCF function are local variable of HCF function, and this a and b are local to this LCM function. Now in LCM also we need to find out the HCF, because LCM easily we can calculate from the product of the number by their HCF. So to find out the HCF of a and b, we will not rewrite the code again which I have written in HCF function. Instead of that, we will call that HCF function from this LCM function. So here you declare one LCM variable to calculate and store the LCM of a and b. Then product a into b by their HCF. Now for HCF we will call this HCF function, HCF, and we will pass a and b from this function to that function. So this a and b are formal parameter of HCF function, and this a and b are formal parameter of LCM function. But when we are passing this a and b of LCM function to this HCF function, for HCF this a and b are actual parameter and this a and b are formal parameter. So a of HCF will receive a of LCM and b of HCF will receive the b of LCM. So when this line will execute, First, this HCF function will be called with A and B. So control will come to this HCF function. It will find out the HCF of this A and B, and it will return that HCF which will replace this call statement. And once we get the HCF of A and B, then A into B by that HCF will return what? The LCM which we are storing in this LCM variable. Now as this function is void function, we have to print the LCM with one message. System.out.println LCM of A and B is LCM. So here we will get the output LCM of the value of A and the value of B is their LCM. Over. Now the main function. Public static void main string args array. Now in definition of main function, at first you have to declare one object of scanner class. So for scanner class you have to write here import statement java.util.scanner. Now you declare scanner class object here. Then you display one menu. Println 1 for highest common factor, then \n for new line. In second line, second menu option 2 for lowest common multiple. Then you ask user to enter his or her choice. Print enter your choice. Here you can print choice will be either 1 or 2, 1/2. Then you take the choice input in an integer variable ch equal to sc next int. Now switch what to put here, ch, because ch value we will check against two constant value. One is case 1, another one will be case 2, and last one will be default. Now if the choice is 1, we have to take two inputs, and that two inputs you have to pass here in HCF function. Now to call this HCF function, we have to create one object of the class, because main is the static function. From static we cannot call non-static functions. So let me create one object of this class. My class obj equal to new my class. Now as choice is 1, we will ask for two number. System.out.println enter two numbers. Let me declare two integer variable here. One is x, another one is y. Now in x and y we will take two input. X equal to sc dot next int, and y also sc dot next int. Then we will call HCF function. But when we will call this HCF function with x and y, so x and y variables value will come to a and b variable. Then function will internally find out the HCF and it will return the HCF. That HCF we will receive here in a variable, and we will print that. So here I am declaring one variable r equal to call statement object dot HCF bracket x comma y. These two are parameter. So return value will be stored in this r variable. Now we will print the r variable as HCF of x and y. System.out.println HCF of x and y is r. Over. Now as usual, break. Now instead of storing this return HCF in R variable, we can directly call HCF function from this println function. So in that case, no need to declare this R variable and we can delete that line. Now in println, first this function will be called the HCF function, and function will return the value which will replace this call statement. Then only println will get its full value to be displayed. Now for choice 2, LCM. Now for LCM also we need two numbers. So let me copy this. In x and y variable only we will accept two numbers. Then call this LCM function using object of my class obj.lcm x comma y. Now see here we are not writing println. Why? Because LCM function is a void function and void function is only displaying the output, that is the LCM. So why to print it here again? And in default we can display one message that the choice was not correct. System.out.println wrong choice. Over. Now let me compile the program. Compiling done. No syntax error. Close it. Right click on your program. As we have main function in the program, so we will not create any object of the class. Directly we will call the main function because main function is static function. For that, no need any object to call. Click on OK. See, this is the menu: 1 for highest common factor, 2 for lowest common multiple. Now it is asking enter your choice 1 or 2. So I am giving choice 1 for highest common factor HCF. Now it is asking two numbers. I am giving 12 and 15. So it will give their HCF, which is 3. See, HCF of 12 and 15 is 3. Now let me execute the program again. Now I will give the choice 2 for LCM. Asking the number, same two numbers I am giving here, 12 and 15. And their LCM is 60. Let's see. LCM of 12 and 15 is 60. See here, after LCM wrong choice get displayed. Why? Because I have made one mistake. What was that? Give break here after case 2. So as I have not given break there, due to the fall through, after the case 2, the default statement was executed. Now it will not execute. This is logical error. This is not syntax error or runtime error. Now you give two numbers 12, 15. It is giving LCM of 12 and 15 is 60. Now see here, the wrong choice has not come. Now I will give one wrong input. See, I am giving 7. So for 7, no option is there in the menu. Press enter. Default statement will execute where it will display wrong choice. See. Let me again explain in brief. This is the class having three functions. First function is HCF function, second one is LCM function, and last one is main function. So execution will start from this main function. So in main function we are displaying one menu, 1 for highest common factor and 2 for lowest common multiple. Then we are asking a choice from user. So user will give either 1 or 2 because two options are there in the menu. So we are accepting the choice in ch variable. Then we put this ch variable in switch, and in switch we are checking the choice value was 1 or 2. If it is 1, we are asking two numbers and we are taking this two number input in x and y variable, and then we are calling the HCF function from the main function. Now control will go to this HCF function where we are finding out the HCF of x and y. Actually those will be received through a and b variable for this function, because this a and b variable are formal parameter to receive this actual value of x and y. Now in this function internally we are finding out the HCF of a and b, and that will be returned to the caller method. So my caller method is main function, and from here we have called that HCF function. So return value will come here, and then println will get this full value to be displayed, that HCF of x and y is their HCF. Then break. And if the choice value is 2, then again it is asking two numbers, and these two numbers will be sent to this LCM function. Now for LCM function, this x and y variable are actual parameter, and LCM will receive x and y variables value through a and b variable. That means this a and b variable are formal parameter as they are present in the function declaration statement. Now in LCM function, we are finding out the LCM how? A into b by their HCF. So for HCF, this LCM function is calling this HCF function, and HCF function will return this HCF here. Then we are getting LCM, and that the function is printing here. So we will not print the LCM value in main function. That's why we have not written any println statement, only we have called this LCM function from this main function. Then as usual break, and at last if the choice is not 1 or 2, then the message wrong choice will be displayed. Now another way also we can find out HCF of two number. Division method. Do int r equal to a modulus b, a equal to b, b equal to r, and here while r or b not equal to 0. This is division method. Now to understand this division method, you have to do the dry run of this program, means internal working. Then here which one is the HCF? When loop terminates, the value of a is HCF. Let's check whether this method is correct or not. One error is there. R is declared here locally, so I cannot use R here. Better I will use B, because R and B both are same. Now no syntax error. Close it. Same input let me give 12, 15. So it is giving 3. That means LCM function will also give the correct answer. Okay, now you can pause my video to copy this code. I hope you understood the program. Today up to this much. The program which is on your screen is the homework for your next class. So see you in our next class. Till then, bye.